Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll give it to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game.
Wide open spaces. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quick release on the RPO. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Canes have a lot of options on second and inches. To the air. It's back. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The Hurricanes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense, man. Such a great situation on first down, gaining all that yards, almost got a first down. And then second down and third down, you just don't execute and then go backwards. This offense is stuck in reverse instead of trying to fall forward, get a first down, do something positive.
And the Hurricanes will move the sticks with the first down.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Lots of running room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. He's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's got it on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He caught it. And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll try the run. Jukes his way for more. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's back. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Number 81, set to kick it off.
And he's going to try to return this one. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the run, it's Pringle. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all.
0.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Pringle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes in the hurry up. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. Third down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll do it himself. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Runs it out to the 40. And your Miami Hurricanes will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got the quick pass. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Firing to the right, complete. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up for the 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Running back looking for the end zone to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. Put it all on display on that side.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Clemson is quick to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking for his man. It's complete. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Here's a heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
When a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Clemson jumps to the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Got a man, it's Randall. At the 45, on his way. Turning on the Jets. He's at the... and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Finds the tight end. Gets away from one. He's got space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of good.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Canes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's back. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Miami! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. getting into the end zone on that last drive. They're set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So the final period starts with a second down play. Pulls and fires complete. Looking for room at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Here comes the heat. On the move, he fires. Finds a man in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
It's a seam wide open. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run deep down the right side. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
First down for the offense.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. The RPO, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, the offense has a nice lead here in the second half, but if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to hold on to the football, and they are very lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Picked off to stop the threat. Inside the 40. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Canes. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Looking to throw, it's back. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Wants to go up top. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
Flushed out of the pocket. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Number 81 set to kick this one away.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Hurricanes will take over. First and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.